Hi guys, Scuffy Spurs Talk here, back with another video. Yeah, good to be back after the international break. Today's video will be previewing tomorrow's games. That's against Newcastle. We'll be previewing everything to do with tomorrow's game, from tactics to team news, absolutely everything we all cover. So I hope you're all well. I hope you've been staying well during the international break. And without further ado, let's crack into today's video and start with the team news. We have one fresh injury concern ahead of this weekend's clash against Newcastle United, following Ben Davies' withdrawal from the Wales squad. So it looks like Ben Davies will be unavailable. It's not clear yet. There's been no real update to the team news. I think because we come back to the international break, nobody's quite awake yet, because there's been no one really who's been talking about the team news. But I don't know if the likes of Tanganga and Sessegnon are ready. I know they're back in training. I know they're on the way back. It might take them 2 or 3 games to perhaps play on the pitch, but they might be involved in the matchday squad. But it's unlikely that Ben Davies will be involved in the game against Newcastle. That is what I do know. So that is the team news. And what we've missed for a long while is what we're going to do next, and that is the tactics board. We've missed it, haven't we, during the international break? Let's introduce the tactics board after 2 weeks of not having it. Here we go. One and only Hugo Lloris in goal. Of course, irreplaceable at the moment. Christian Romero, I think he's done so well since signing the Spurs shirt. I just want to make his transfer permanent. That's my main goal, aim in the summer. As long as we sign him, I don't mind. Eric Dyer, again, so solid. Ben Davies, as I said many times before, and I don't care how many times I say it, he's fitted in that role so well. It's almost like his natural position now under Conte. Conte's found the best in Ben Davies. Reguilon and Doherty as the fullbacks. I believe they're the best fullbacks we've got at this current moment, but, you know, that could easily change. Midfield partnership of Højbjerg and Bentancur. I like the transition from defence to attack. Kulusevski, he's done so well since joining Spurs, since joining us. I really didn't expect him to do this well. I think he's got something like 4 goals and 2 assists now in the Premier League in only 6 or 7 starts. It's absolutely incredible, his record. So I just hope he keeps it up. Heung-min Son and Harry Kane, the deadly duo that, as we know, before the international break, broke the record for the most deadliest duo in the Premier League, and they're setting new records every game. So that is the team to face Newcastle United at the weekend. Let me know what we can change in the comments below. As I said, I'm always interested to know your opinion. Apologies if you noticed that I forgot to change, because it still says West Ham versus Spurs. Bit tired as well after the international break. Forgot to change that. That'll be changed for the next video, don't worry. But that is the team that I've selected for the Newcastle game. Pretty much unchanged. Obviously, we went into the international break with a win, which is important. Sometimes after an international break, it can take a while to get the rhythm going. So we might find that international breaks ruined our flow of, finally winning 2 games. Or you might find that, like Conte said, with the extra rest, it does help. I haven't heard what he's had to say, though, about the international break yet. So that is the predicted lineup. Predicted score. My predicted score's above me there. I'll go with a 3-1 win. I think it'll be tough at times, but I think we will get across the line, because this Newcastle side is good, a lot better under Eddie Howe. I think they've got some really... They've found the best out of some players, and they've got the best system. But I think they will come undone, and I do think we'll be the better team, and we will win 3-1. I think it'd take a while for us to break the deadlock, and I think Newcastle will still look dangerous, but I think they'll miss chances and it won't be their day. So let me know your predicted score in the comments below for a chance of a shout out. Rules and conditions do apply, of course. Firstly, it's optional to play, it's a bit of fun, but if you do want to play, just let me know your comments. Let me know your predicted score in the comments below for a chance of a shout out in my post-match reaction. That will be Sunday evening or Monday morning, more than likely Sunday evening. Yes, and if you guess it correctly, you get a shout out in my post-match reaction. If not, if you don't get it right, don't worry. It doesn't matter. We all get it wrong. I haven't got it right for a while, but it's after an international break, it's a fresh period. You put all the past of not guessing it right behind you. You start again, and you could beat me to it. It's just a bit of fun, of course, if you want to play, but rules and conditions do apply, and those are, it has to be in this video only, and before the ball kicks off at 4:30 Sunday evening, which we'll be telling you more about next. Keep watching, because next is how to watch or how to listen, whatever you prefer. Yes, you have to submit it for 4:30. That's 16:30 and 24-hour clock. And it's the same in pretty much previews in the future. You just do it in the preview. Thank you, guys. Next, how to watch. As I said, we play Newcastle at home at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. There's not many home games left now. I think this is 1 of 4 or 5 games. Of course, I'm forgetting the North London Derby and LD. So maybe, I think, 4 or 5 home games. Because that's been rearranged on the week around, I think it's the 8th of May now. But how to watch. It's a 4:30 kickoff. So that's 16:30 and 24-hour clock at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium as we take on the Geordies, the Magpies, Newcastle United under the new ownership. Looking good. 4 o'clock coverage is live on Sky Sports Main Event and Sky Sports Football, like our next 3 or 4 games are. Yes, a 4 o'clock coverage at 16:30 start. That is how to watch. Next, travel update. Because there's travel disruption for the Spurs and Newcastle game. We do this weekly, don't we? We do this every game, just to keep you updated if you're travelling. Here we go. Spurs versus Newcastle travel update for Sunday, including rail disruption. So there already is some disruption, so please listen. Here we go. Fans attending our Premier League game against Newcastle United at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium on Sunday afternoon are asked to take note of the following travel information. We recommend supporters familiarise themselves with the latest government guidance on staying safe while using public transport and TfL's guidance on wearing a face covering while using the network. Travel disruption. Extensive track closures are in place between Cheshunt and Stansted Airport. I repeat, that's between Cheshunt and Stansted Airport at the weekend, affecting Greater Anglia rail services. This includes Hetford East, Broxbourne, Harlow and Bishop Stortford stations. Rail replacement bus services will operate from all closed stations to and from Waltham Cross Station. Greater Anglia will operate 5 to 6 trains per hour in both directions between Liverpool Street and Cheshunt, with 2 trains per hour operating in both directions between Stratford and Northumberland Park. All trains will stop at Northumberland Park and Tottenham Hale. Supporters are advised to plan their journey in advance with www.nationalrail.co.uk. Big Green Coach. Big Green Coach are operating coach services from the following locations: Aylesbury, Bedford, Bishop Stortford, Braintree, Brentwood, Broxbourne, Cambridge, Chelmsford, Colchester, Dartford, Gillingham, Harlowtown, Hemel Hempstead, Hetford, Hitchin, Hoddleston, Luton, Mainhead, Maidstone, Milton Keynes, Saffron Walden, Shedford, Slough, St Albans, Trumford, Ware and Wickham. Some tongue twisters in there. Stations, Tottenham Hale. The new station concourse at Tottenham Hale is now open, providing access to Greater Anglia and London Underground services via a single entrance, for which a new queuing procedure will be in place. Work is ongoing on the station interchange between the services. Tottenham Hale is now a fully accessible station. Access to the Victoria Line and between London Underground and Greater Anglia services is now available following the refurbishment of a lift. Greater Anglia platforms are fully accessible from the concourse, which has entry and exit ramps. Supporters using the Victoria Line are advised to use Tottenham Hale rather than Seven Sisters, as it's shorter walk to and from the stadium. White Hart Lane. Supporters are advised to check for train cancellations before attempting to travel pre and post match. 6 trains per hour in both directions will call at White Hart Lane in the 2 hours pre and post match. 4 from or to Enfield Town and 2 from or to Cheshunt. All services will operate 8-car trains. 4 trains per hour will operate in both directions at all other times split equally between Enfield Town and Cheshunt. Supporters travelling to Liverpool Street post-match are reminded that Northumberland Park services have the same capacity as those from White Hart Lane, and White Hart Lane is now a fully accessible station. Northumberland Park. Supporters are advised to note that information regarding travel disruption above and plan their journey accordingly at www.nationalrail.co.uk. Victoria Line. Victoria Line services are scheduled to operate every 2 to 3 minutes in both directions. Supporters are advised to check that there is a good service operating before and after the match due to potential service cancellations. Scheduled TfL track closures. A number of scheduled track closures on the TfL network are taking place this weekend, typical, including on the Metropolitan London Overground and TfL Rail West lines. This includes the London Overground service from Barking to South Tottenham, which will be closed until 2:45 p.m. Queue management. Queue management systems will be in place at all stations. Supporters are asked to respect and work with staff at our stations. TfL buses. Prior to the match, the W3 will follow its normal route, but the 149, 259, 279 and 349 services will be diverted away from the high road at least 2 hours before the game. Supporters are advised to check for delays due to roadworks before travelling. Post-match, late night bus services on the W3, 149 and N279 routes will be introduced once local road closures are removed, so lifted. Cycling. For supporters wishing to cycle to the stadium, bike stands are available at Tottenham Community Sports Centre and St Francis de Sales School as usual, which is located on the high road. Dedicated bicycle parking is also available on street around the stadium. Although our bag policy still applies, stewards will be briefed regarding cyclists need to carry helmets, puncture kits and removable seats into the stadium. Shuttle buses. The club is operating its 2 shuttle bus services from both Alexander Palace Station, which is the Greater Northern Line, and Wood Green Station, which is the Piccadilly Line, to the stadium. Road closures. Please note, our major event day road closures will be in place. The North Tottenham CPZ will have restrictions applied until 8:30 PM Sunday night after the game. So that is the travel information. Before I go, talking tactics now, and focusing on our position, which I like to do, because that's important. Newcastle, I think, will defend deep, and I think they've got a good system now under Eddie Howe, and they've got like informed players attackingly. For example, Ryan Fraser's in form at the moment is incredible. He's doing really, really well. Goals and assists everywhere he goes at the moment. I think he'll be a threat on the counter-attack. Of course, you've got St Maximum as a threat on the counter-attack. So I think, and Joelinton's doing well under Eddie Howe. So I think Newcastle will cause problems. No problem about that. I think they will defend well, but it's about being patient, sticking with it, keep going, keep moving the ball quickly, being patient, and deal with Newcastle's counter-attacks and take our chances when they come along and frustrate Newcastle when they can't get touched with the ball. Hopefully they get frustrated and make silly mistakes. That is tactics. I hope you enjoyed this video. And I hope we obviously win at the weekend, but if you haven't already, please let me know your predicted score in the comments below. Before I go, I have told you many times before, I'm going to remind you, I'm now on 3 social media platforms, Instagram, TikTok and YouTube, and all 3 are going very well. I have over 1,300 followers now on TikTok. Instagram account that I've created the last 2-3 weeks. I'm now climbing to the mid-60s, and obviously the YouTube channel, I've gone up the last couple of days to 94 now. So if you are enjoying my videos, please head over to my TikTok or Instagram account. On my TikTok and Instagram, I do Spurs content and activity basically 24/7. I'm a video creator, by the way, guys, on YouTube, Instagram and TikTok. I'm a video creator. So I give all the activity and news updates. It's so important, even in, not during the summer. There's so many transfers. Keeping everything up to date generally with the club. Any breaking news, I'll be the first out at it. First to get the news out. So I do on TikTok and Instagram, and here we just preview and react to games, and also I give you the lineup and occasionally the match day scenes. Yes, please go check out my TikTok and Instagram account. That would be much appreciated. Thank you guys for your own good. And as always, come on you Spurs, let's get 3 points and close the gap to Arsenal on top 4 and make that North London derby even more interesting, because I believe we can get top 4. To dare is to do. Come on you Spurs.